Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. I am practitioner and ministerial Shelly Walker. My pronouns are she, her, and it is an absolute and utter joy to be in community with you this day. Reverend Shannon sends her big love today, and she will be back with us next Sunday. But today it's us, and we're going to have some fun. We are going to have some fun. There's so much good for us to talk about today. I want to welcome any of you who may be here for the first time. If you're new or new-ish, I want you to know that you've stepped into a community that honors all paths to the divine, that you are welcome here, that you belong here, because you are magnificent and perfect. We're going to talk about that later, too. We are an inclusive, progressive, and compassionate community dedicated to doing our own work and then walking that work out into the world. We are dedicated to spirit-led social action, and we are so dedicated to each other. I want you to know that we have a lot going on in this vibrant and abundant community, and you can find out about all of it is on our website, newthoughtcsl.org. So check us out there. If you're checking us out online, thank you. Welcome. You belong here too. You are part of the community too. And definitely check out the website to find out more about how you can be involved in this community as well. We have information tables for those of you here, outside, in the hallway here. We have a welcome table, and then downstairs we have information. So, and we just have a lot of friendly folk. If you have a question, let us know. All right, welcome. This is the time in our service where we acknowledge that we are on the ancestral land of the Kalapuya people, and we honor indigenous experience, sovereignty, and history. For those of you who are at home, I want to invite you, if you like, to get a candle. There are these little things that we humans do to prepare ourselves for different times. We wake up in the morning, we stretch before we get out of bed. We sit down in our meditation chair, we light a candle. It's a cue to our subconscious mind. Oh, something special is about to happen here. So if you would like to join us in that spiritual practice, go ahead and get a candle. This is a good time for that, and we'll be lighting our candle here in a few minutes too. I'd like to invite you to join me in saying our vision and our mission statement. Our vision, who we are in the world. Say it with me, y'all. recognizing our oneness, we envision a world that works for everyone and our creation and our mission, providing spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. I want to say a special thank you to our online hosts today. I want to thank the wonderful Carol Scott and practitioners Melissa K. Allen and Kelly Bastian for hosting our online chat and putting in all the important information. And I'd like for us to just turn around and give a quick wave to those folks at home. This community is precious, and it spans the globe. And it's so exciting. It's so exciting. All right. Y'all, everybody, please take a moment, if you haven't already, silence your cell phones, and I'm going to invite practitioner Doug Allen up to grace us with an opening blessing. Doug?
Let's just take a moment and take a relaxing breath. I invite you to relax your mind, relax your eyes, relax your body, and recognize that right here where we are, Spirit is. I'm grateful that we are in spring, which is a time of newness, a time of rebirth, a time for things to emerge. And I know that Spirit is in all these things. I know the Spirit as unconditional love, peace, kindness, compassion. It's that unchanging source within us, and it is the core of who we are. We are the hands and the feet and the actions of the divine in this world. I'm grateful for all the actions of divine that are taking place this day. I'm grateful for the action of love that we see with our greeters and our office team, with those working with our youth and children, with our technical team that give us the reach all around the world with this message. I'm grateful for our music ministry, our musicians and our vocalists, the amazing talent that brings the music that we have. I'm grateful for our practitioners who will be here in person and online to pray with you and to know the truth for you. And I know the perfect message that we all need to hear will be Spirit working through practitioner Shelly in delivering that message that we all need to hear. I'm grateful for all the activity of divine that is going on today and that is happening always. I release it all now, and I let it be, and so it is.
Blessed be.
For those of you online, I invite you to light your candle with me. This is our time of spiritual practice. I invite you all to stand as you're able and join us for our prayer set to music.
We let the love wash over us. We let it be. Let the peace wash over us. We let the peace wash over. wash over us. We let it be. Let the love, we let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. Let the joy, the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. Let the love, we let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. Let's do it one more time. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. And so it is.
Practitioner Terry and I are here to lead us in our monthly ritual for those who are grieving. There is a lot going on in the world, and there's a lot going on in our personal lives, and each of us approach grief in a different way. And so if there is something that you are grieving, or if you are experiencing anticipatory grief, we want you to know that you are not alone, that your community has got you. And so we are all going to participate in this ritual. And so if you are experiencing grief, we're going to invite you to relax in whatever ways feels right for you. You might want to close your eyes. You might not. We invite you to be in a space of allowing that love that we were just singing about to wash over and through you. If you're not in a place of grief, this is where you get to be part of that beloved community and offer this solace to another. So, whether you are giving or receiving or a little bit of both, let's do this together. We're going to say this blessing 3 times. Those of you at home, we're going to say this 3 times. Are we ready? I invite you to take a softening breath and join us. You, beloved, are not alone in this. We are with you. We hold your grief with love, and we surround you in grace as you make your way through this tender time. You, beloved, are not alone in this. we are with you. We hold your grief with love, and we surround you in grace as you make your way through this tender time. You, beloved, are not alone in this. We are with you. We hold your grief with love, and we surround you in grace as you make your way through this tender time. And so it is. Amen.
The sacred reading from today comes from poet John Rodell. When the world goes mad, become wildly kind to everyone. 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 Everyone, my love. You can't control much, but you can control how you treat others. In these breaking news, heartbreaking times, when nothing feels certain, let your raw kindness be a certainty. Allow your compassion to become a North Star stamped up in the sky for others to follow back home. And so it is.
Thank you, Terry. Darcy Bradley, will you come up and sing a song for us?
Love is but a song we sing, and fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains sing, or the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, and you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some may come and some may go, but they will surely pass. And when the one that left us here returns to us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Ooh, come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, wanna love one another right now. Ooh, come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Well, if you hear the song I sing, well, you will understand. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. And just one key unlocks them both. It's there at your command. Come on,
my gosh, y'all. Darcy Bradley, Kate Kuipers, the New Thought Messengers, under the direction of the amazing Brian Harris. My friend and co-conspirator. An elderly gentleman walks into a grocery store. And as he is going about his business, he's not in a big hurry. He's retired. He notices today he's not in a big hurry. He notices a young mom with a 3-year-old little girl. And they happen to cross paths in the dreaded chip aisle. Have you ever been to a grocery store with a 3-year-old? There are 3 places that bring you great dread. The first is the chip aisle. And as he's passing this mom and the little 3-year-old, the 3-year-old is literally reaching to pull things off the shelf. You remember that time of life where you just drive right down the center of the aisle, hope to try and keep the little hands from grasping? And he hears the mom say, this is the last errand, and then we'll go home. This is the last errand, and then we'll go home. And he notices her saying that, and they go along their way. And as they're wending their way through the grocery store, the next place that he comes across her is in the dreaded bakery. You know how at Disneyland, when you walk in and they're pumping out smells onto Main Street? I'm pretty sure they do that at the grocery bakery as well. The smell of donuts just does something to your olfactory senses. And the little girl, of course, is crying for a cookie. There are cookies and donuts, and the 3-year-old, as all 3-year-olds do, wants a cookie. And the mom says, listen, Monica, we're almost done. We just have 2 more aisles, and then we're going to go home. It's okay, Monica. We've got this. Okay. So he wins on his way, and the next place and the final place that he ends up in line behind the duo at the checkout counter, where there is the dreaded, the candy and gum, for the love of all that is holy. By the time we get there, we are completely done and have no willpower left. So, of course, the little girl is trying to grasp whatever she is within her reach. And the mom goes, okay, after this, we can go home, we'll have lunch, we'll have a nap. We're going to have a lovely nap. And as she's bagging up her groceries, the gentleman is starting to, unload his. And he just looks at her and he goes, I don't know you, but I just want to acknowledge how gracious and kind you are with Monica, and how gentle you are with her needs, and how you never once raised your voice at her. And the lady says, oh, my name's Monica. Her name is Tammy. I tell you this story today because I want you to know I have been all 3 of these characters. I have been the little girl reaching and grasping for that thing that I think is going to make me happy, the shiny object that is over there, that if only I can have this thing, then I'll be happy. I have been that mom who is just trying to use the tools at my disposal to get through this moment and stay calm and use kindness words. I've also been the gentleman. I have been that person who notices the things around me and acknowledges the people around me in the best way I know how. Way to go. Way to do a good job here, right? Guess what? I was all of these things yesterday. And you probably were too. There is a very human thing that we do. Wayne Dyer talked about the be-do-have disease, the have-do-be. We have this thing where we think once we have this, then I will do this thing and then I will be happy. So for that little girl, it was once I have this cookie, then I will eat it and I will feel better. It's the have, do, be. What does that look like for us in our lives? Once I have a politician I like better in the White House, then I will be able to do some awesome things for democracy. And then I will be free. We do this as human beings. We do it all the time. We are that little girl with the have, do, be disease. When Dyer taught us that we actually have it backwards, the mom was a little bit more on point here. It's more about the be, do, have. Because the mom said, I am calm. This is my state of being. I am staying calm and kind. I don't have to do anything to be calm and kind and to have the experience of peace in my life. Peace despite appearances. I've been her too. I've had the wherewithal to recognize within myself when I need to call on those internal resources. In psychology, sometimes we talk about locus of identity. This is different from locus of control. Locus of identity is where are we putting our good? Where are we looking for affirmations of who we really are? Where are we looking to know who we are? Are we looking outside of ourselves for the next shiny object, for the cookie that's going to fill whatever metaphorical hole we think it's going to fill? Do we look outside of ourselves to know who we are, or do we look here? Do we look within ourselves to know who we are? The little girl has an external locus of identity. She's looking out here for her good. The mom has an internal locus of identity. She's looking here to be the good. I love this story. It's a funny little story, isn't it? But what about the man? What about the gentleman? What does he represent in our spiritual life? For me, we talk a lot in our New Thought communities and in our psychological circles. We talk about the watcher, right? The thing that watches our thinking. We all know that we think, but we also are aware of our thoughts themselves. It's one of the things that allows us to heal and not just carry trauma around. But here's what I noticed about the gentleman in the story. He saw a pattern, and he named it, and he got it wrong, didn't he? And oh my God, don't we do that too? Don't we? Don't we make up stories all the time about what's going on in life, and we name it. And because we name it, that becomes our reality. This is the human condition. Welcome to the club, folks. And we all do it. We are all three characters, and we all do it in every moment of our lives. And so the spiritual trick here becomes in recognizing where we are, what we're being, what we're doing, where we're putting our identity. Are we being a have, do, be, or are we doing a be, do, have, right? And once we have that awareness, then what? And that's what I want us to talk about today. Today's talk is called You, Me, Us. You, me, us. And our theme for April is belonging. It's belonging. I've done a lot of work on belonging in my life, a lot of my healing work. I didn't know it at the time. I wouldn't have named it this because we didn't have Brene Brown yet. But a lot of my healing work has been about belonging. And what I have learned is that belonging starts here. That I needed to belong to myself. That as we mature as human beings in our psychology, as we mature in our spirituality, we learn to take that locus of identity away from outside. It's very healthy when we're young to have parents to recognize us as good, right? That's part of a healthy psychological development. But the trick becomes in becoming psychologically and spiritually mature enough to stop looking out there for that reflection of who we are and to start looking within. Our spiritual truth will inform us in a much greater way, So in this little story about the grocery store that I told you, the gentleman, for me, represents not our highest wisdom self, because your soul knows everything. Your soul cannot get it wrong, right? He represents more of our internal watcher, our internal noticer, the thing in us that loves to make patterns and to put people in categories and to say this is good and this is bad. That is all psychologically appropriate. It's not always spiritually appropriate. So I want to make sure that for this talk, just for the next 15 minutes, that we are separating out the knower, the watcher, from the ultimate knower of our soul. The soul knows. The reason that I bring this up today is because I have learned for myself, I've learned in my own life, that until I was able to accept all of the parts of me, I did a darn good job rejecting some of the parts of you. Accepting all of ourselves, honoring all of ourselves, the parts that are needy and grasping and looking outside of ourselves, and the parts that are the highest wisdom self that can never be wrong, and everything in between, in order to fully honor the diversity of the world around us, we have to learn to fully honor the diversity within us. Okay, so I found this little video that I want to show you. I think that Cory Booker's team posted it because I'm pretty sure he was asleep when this video got posted. But this video says a little bit that I want us to talk about. John, can you roll that for me?
I think it's important to use whole words when we consider the topic of diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. Now, we can have a substantive debate over whether a particular DEI policy has been thoughtfully and fairly implemented. But why are we still arguing over the merits of diversity? Do you want everyone around you to look like you, sound like you, think like you, or come from the same place as you? If so, fine, but boy, you're missing out on the good stuff. Or what about equity? Who exactly should not have fair access to opportunity? And on what grounds? Lord knows they've all been tried. Geography, biology, morality, even the perversion of Scripture. And then there's inclusion, where we welcome those with different needs or perspectives from our own. And you can hear the language of exclusion from some elected leaders whenever they blame groups of people for attributes they can't control to justify taking away their right to exist among us. And for them, and those who adore them, I guess DEI stands for the dog whistle of earned ignorance. As for me, I'm more of a Big Tent guy. Anyway, this is my deviled egg instant noodle bowl, where every ingredient comes from a different place and offers a different flavor. But when given the opportunity to be included, it's easy to understand how they belong. It's like a recipe for human kindness.
Not only are we now having ramen for dinner, there's a couple of really good ramen places in LO. It's a recipe for human kindness. And we don't say, oh, these scallions are too green, so they can't go in. No, we say these scallions add exactly the pop of acid and the pop of color that we need to complete this meal, right? We don't say the soy sauce is too salty, so we're going to leave that out. We say salt is one of the fundamental 5 flavors that we need to complete a meal. And we include all of it without even thinking about it. Some of us overthink it, right? Salty, sweet, fatty, umami. I don't, what is umami? Nobody even knows. I don't know. We don't need to overthink inclusion, because all means all. And once we are really able to accept all of the parts of ourselves, it becomes much, much easier to accept all of the parts of each other. Some of y'all, I have heard stories, and I have seen posts, and I watched the news, and some of y'all had an absolute blast at the rally yesterday. Did y'all go to the rally? I know some of you were there. I was sitting in an 8-hour Zoom class. Y'all had so much more fun than I did. The latest estimates that I saw put the numbers across the globe at 5.3 million people. 5.3 million people, all 50 states and countries all across the globe, rallying for something. Rallying for democracy, rallying for peace, rallying for our Constitution. And I am fully convinced that out of all of those people, there were 5.3 million different life experiences, points of views, and opinions about what should happen. And it doesn't matter. That diversity of life experience and opinion and point of view only makes us stronger. It only builds a bigger pool of information for us to grow from, to build policy from, to learn from. And when we can all contribute equally to that shared pool of knowledge, you know what happens? Conflict decreases. Because we are no longer at loggerheads trying to convince someone that I'm right. Instead, we are all contributing to this beautiful soup and saying, now that we have so much more information, what good can we do now? What good can we do now? And this is how we, as spiritually mature and maturing human beings, do it. We contribute to the shared pool of knowledge. We honor all of ourselves, all of our needs, all of the places where we still have growth to do, and we allow others the same grace. And in that, we get to play together. We get to build a beautiful, fantastic soup by honoring it all. There was, in the 20th century, there was a politician. I think of him as a philosopher, but he's not. He's a politician, and a Nobel laureate from Northern Ireland, and he was a key architect of the Good Friday Agreement. Now, for those of you youngsters in the room who might not know, Northern Ireland spent centuries in conflict with Great Britain. And John Hume was one of the people who was able to bring peace with the Good Friday Agreement. And this is what he says about diversity. Difference is the essence of humanity. Difference is an accident of birth, and it should therefore never be the source of hatred or conflict. The answer to difference is to respect it. Therein lies a most fundamental principle of peace: respect for diversity. Respect for diversity is a fundamental principle of peace. I have never thought of it that way. I have never thought of it that way. I have often thought of education as a fundamental principle of peace. I have often thought of bridge building as a fundamental principle of peace, but I never really thought about specifically respect for diversity as a fundamental principle of peace. What do we know here at New Thought Center for Spiritual Living? Peace in our lifetime. Peace in our lifetime. And a fundamental principle of that is respect for all of each other. Now, I'm not saying that that's easy all the time. I struggle. I'm not going to pretend I don't. I'm not going to stand here and pretend that I don't have judgmental thoughts occasionally, on the very rare occasion, only on Wednesday mornings at 9. The rest of the time, I've got this. Cindy doesn't believe me for some reason. What I'm going to invite us into this week, the practice that I'm going to invite us into this week is twofold. First thing is I'm going to invite us to honor all of ourselves. If you find yourself pitching a fit in the shower tomorrow morning because you have to go to work and go to that meeting that you really, really don't want to go to, honor that. Honor that. Oh, look, I really don't want to do that thing. You know what? I'm probably going to do it anyway. But I can acknowledge and honor that there's a part of me, might be that 3-year-old little one in there, that doesn't want that. That's okay. That's okay. For me personally, one of the things that Michael and I worked with our children when we were raising our children is about noticing that resistance, honoring that resistance, and making a conscious choice about what to do. Because what that does is that puts you in the driver's seat. Oh, I'm going to go to work because I like my paycheck. Oh, I'm going to go to work because I'm going to save lives. I'm going to go to work because my kids that I'm teaching depend on me. Whatever it is, you acknowledge the resistance. You don't pretend it's not there. You just acknowledge it. But then you put yourself in the driver's seat and acknowledge why you're going to do whatever the thing is you're going to do. Maybe you're not going to go to work. Maybe you're going to decide that I need a day. I need a day. And you're going to make a conscious choice to have some PTO. Great. But you know why you're doing it, right? So the first thing this week is to honor and respect all of you. Notice where you are and put that focus of identity here instead of just bopping around the world and getting into trouble. So, number 1, honor all of us. All of you, all of you. Number 2, begin to turn that respect outwards and honor the tantruming 3-year-old that you see at the grocery store too, or on the TV, or at the dinner table. That metaphorical 3-year-old that is really struggling with something. What if in our quest to truly honor diversity, we honor all of it. We honor all of it. It doesn't mean we don't have healthy boundaries. Doesn't mean we're not a hard no for some things. But I can still honor you as a human being, see you as a human being, and allow you your lived experience. That is respect. So I guess the key word this week is respect, y'all. We're going to take that opportunity to respect ourselves, and then we're going to turn that outwards, and we're going to work on respecting those in our world. Are you with me on that? Okay, great. I think that one of the things, and I'll leave you with this, one of the keys to this for me, I'm just going to do with this what you will. One of the keys for me is curiosity. When we can get genuinely curious about that thing that looks, acts, and feels very different from how I look, act, and feel, when we can get genuinely curious, then the magic happens. And we're all capable of it. We're all capable of it. So, respect, and curiosity. Now, I promise this is the last thing. Honoring all of the parts of ourselves also means honoring our spiritual magnificence. You see, because there is that highest wisdom self that we were talking about earlier, that thing that knows all, sees all, is here for all of it, that thing that is that part of ourselves that has never been touched and never been harmed, that pattern of perfection that built out this body and this life for this experience, that thing, that divine wisdom self in you, that also needs to be honored. We aren't just honoring our tantruming 3-year-old. Life would get pretty boring pretty fast if that's all we did. But we are tapping into that great power within us and inviting it to have a portal out into our life and into our world. How do we do that? We do that through our spiritual practices. We do that through meditation. We do that through prayer. We do that through conscious communion with each other, calling each other, having that deep conversation, right? We do that through our spiritual study. But you know what we have to do? We have to get curious about that too. We don't just let it sit like a computer program running in the background and hope that every once in a while it puts something important on the screen. It doesn't work like that. I mean, it can and it does, but I know it'd be a lot easier if it just would. It is up to us as spiritually maturing people, humans, to develop that relationship with that highest wisdom self, to stop and to ask, what would love have here? What would love have for my life? What would love have for this community? What would love have for this country? During my lunch break yesterday and then in the evening, I watched some of the news of the rallies, and I've spoken with a few of you who were there. I saw Jen, I saw your post and Reverend Shannon's post, and here's the common thread from the outside looking in. Here's the common thread that I saw. Are you ready? Joy. Joy. Joy is an act of resistance, but joy is an act of God. God, as joy, shows up and learns through play. God, as joy, shows up and learns through loving kindness. God, as joy, shows up again and again and again. And instead of depleting us, it fills us up so that we have the ability to serve the world at a higher level. Okay? So while we're doing all of this noticing, make sure you're remembering and noticing your magnificence and that you're allowing that to have its way in your life. Are you with me? All right, let's pray on these things. I'd like to invite the practitioners to come forward. Thank you so much. These prayer practitioners who are trained in the art of affirmative prayer, of knowing the truth. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're just going to go within whatever way feels comfortable for you. You might want to close your eyes. You might want to cast them down or look at a candle. One of the ways that I connect through God is through music. One of the ways that I connect with God is through my breath, that eternal cycle of reception and release, giving and receiving, each equally important. And one of the ways that I connect with the God of my understanding is through prayer, of recognizing, of turning my attention to the truth of the one life that is everywhere present, the peace, the love, the grace, the joy, the energy of love that is right here, right where I am. It is the very essence of my body temple, and it is the very essence of my very life. It is the very essence of this world that I walk with curiosity. It is the essence of all this love. And it transforms. When we give it space, when we give it room, when we give it attention, this love transforms this body, this life, this world. And so in this moment, for this prayer, just for this few minutes, I invite each of us to make a space for the transforming power of love to move through our lives and to move into the world. And as this love moves, what I know is that it takes with it the things that no longer serves. And it adds back all the energy, all the vitality, all the love, all the grace, all the good that we can handle. And so we lift our hearts, we lift our minds to the good this day, to the joy, to the love everlasting. For all of the places on this planet right now that are learning about, exploring, coming to know more of this love on the planet, I give such profound thanks. And for all of the hurting places in me, all of the hurting places in our families and our friends, and all of the hurting places in the world. Let this prayer be a beacon of light and hope that the transforming power of love is here too, that the transforming power of love is in the decision makers. The transforming power of love is on the move, and that we serve this love as we help create a world that works for everyone, everyone, everyone. And so for the love that is the divine, I give profound thanks. And for its activity in each of our lives, I am so grateful, so grateful. And in this gratitude, we simply let it be. Blessed, blessed be. And so it is. And so it is. Blessed be, y'all. All right. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. This is our time for conscious giving, my friends. And some of you I know are automatic givers. You probably have those little affirmation cards. I like to text to give. Every single time any money drops into my checking account, I text a gratitude to the thing that feeds me, and that's you. I am so grateful that you are part of this community. I am so grateful for those of you online who are choosing to be with us this day. And I ask us all to contribute to this community so that we can continue to provide this community, this joy, this belonging for us all. If you're online, you can go to newthoughtcsl.org or text to give. Did y'all know that we give a portion of everything that you give here? We have a team that works together to distribute a portion of that out into the world. We feed the hungry. We clothe the people. We help with people moving out of prison systems. There's so much good work that we as a community do. And so thank you for that. I'd like for us to take a moment and speak a word of blessing on our gifts, shall we? I like to metaphorically hold mine to my heart. Say it with me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundant. And so it is. Thank you for those gifts. Let's welcome Darcy and the New Thought Messengers.
There's a time for love and a time for healing. Can't go back to undo what's been done. The word about time is revealing just how far we've let this kingdom come. Hand in hand, we're finding our way, and today is just tomorrow's yesterday. Some will die for you, some will lie to you. There's all kind of people in this world, and turn the world around, tear the borders down. There's all kind of people in this world. The kiss of life and the hand of faith. Boy grows up into his father's son, and he loves to love, been taught to hate, to carry on the way it had been done. All our lives, it's debts to repay. Maybe someday we can put the past away. Some will lie for you, some will lie to you. There's all kind of people in this world, and turn the world around, tear the borders down. There's all kind of people in this world. Some will die for you, some will lie to you. There's all kind of people in this world. And put your fears away, find a better way. There's all kind of people in this world. Underneath a broken sky, love can heal the pain inside. In a moment, things can change. One look behind and it's never the same. Some will die for you, some will lie to you. There's all kinds of people in this world. Turn the world around, tear the borders down. There's all kinds of people in this world. Some will lie for you, some will lie to you. There's all kinds of people in this world. Put your fears away, find a better way. There's all kinds of people in this world. There's all kinds of people in this world. There's all kinds of people in this world. Thank you.
So I just want to talk about our new member orientation will be next Sunday, April 13th, 12:30 to 1:30 in Pacific time, in person and online. Reverend Shannon, the staff board, and volunteer team leads will introduce you to many areas of this thriving spiritual community. We would love to meet you and answer any questions you have about who we are and our New Thought teaching. Please register at the welcome tables or online at newthoughtcentercsl.org. We look forward to seeing you there. We invite you to a very special Easter Sunday celebration, celebrating Easter, hope, and joy, Sunday, April 20th. We will be having special music, and I have heard that the Easter Bunny will be making a visit. We will have all kinds of wonderful festivities planned for the kids. And as always, we invite you to bring an Easter lily to place on the platform
in remembrance of a loved one. If you're watching us online or unable to shop, we'll purchase one for you. Go to our website, newthoughtcenter.org, and place your order. For our local folks, our third annual Cedar Potluck Dinner will be April 11th at 6:30 p.m. in Community Hall. This is a wonderful gathering where we learn and experiencing the rich Jewish tradition. The food for the Seder ceremony is provided, and dinner will be a potluck. More information and suggested potluck items are available for you at the welcome table and online. Please register at newthoughtcenter.org, CSL.org rather, at our welcome table or downstairs. Thank you, Joan Lubar, for facilitating this beautiful event. There will be a grounds cleanup on Saturday, April 12th from 10 to 2 a.m. Bring your garden gloves and join with us, with others, spruce up our grounds for Easter. Lunch will be provided. Please sign up at the welcome tables or online at New Thought Center, CSL.org. And one last, we have a very special workshop coming up inspired by our recent meditation retreat. Reverend Shannon is going to teach how to use mala prayer beads during meditation or prayer based on the Vedic tradition. We're holding two versions of this workshop, in person and online. The in-person will be held on April 27th from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific. It's $40. This includes the gift of your very own set of mala beads. For those of you who are unable to attend, the online version will be Tuesday, May 13th, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. More details to follow.
Thank you, Practitioner Barb. Y'all, for those of us who went to the meditation retreat, the mala ceremony was so special and joy-filled, and it was so great to understand that Vedic tradition. So that's going to be a fun one. Y'all, I did not know that it was NTCSL Colorado Day. Hi, beloveds. I am so glad y'all are with us today. Holy shnikes. We are so glad that y'all are able to be together in in-person community today too. That is so special. So I want to thank everyone who is joining us online today. We know we have people from Colorado, Oregon, Washington, Nebraska, Baja, Mexico, California, and Germany. We know there are other places as well, and we just thank you for being part of this beautiful us and contributing to this sense of belonging. I want to thank our online hosts today, Carol Scott, practitioners Melissa K. Allen and Kelly Bastian. Hey, I'm going to invite our practitioners to come forward. If there's anything that you would like prayer around, a specific, personal, 2-minute miracle, these are your people. And for those of you online, our online practitioners are putting a little Zoom link in the chat box. You can go into a private Zoom room and have a prayer with a practitioner online as well. So after service, we're going to sing our final song together, and then this room becomes a place of prayer. So please join us downstairs for a beautiful bookstore, coffee, and probably nosh. I'm guessing there's nosh, Pam. There usually is. So y'all, please join us downstairs. Parents, please pick up your children's before going downstairs. I'll be in the hallway, and I'd love to say hi. Also in the hallway, come here, y'all. Also in the hallway is our welcome table with Bonnie Duncan and Cindy Koski at the welcome table today. If you have any questions about who we are, why we do what we do, stop by our welcome table. Or for those of you online, the website is newthoughtcsl.org. That's it. All right. Y'all, please stand as you're able. I want to invite you to sing with us our closing song. The lyrics are going to be on your screen. And may you go in the light, as the light, and with the light until we meet again. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. You are so loved. Please sing with us.
I release, I let go, I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am